KBIA is located at the heart of the University of Missouri-Columbia campus. As you can see behind me, the big domed building is known as Jesse Hall. KBIA is actually located at the very top of that building. So this is a map of Missouri. Columbia is right in the middle, right there. So if you want to find us in Columbia, just drive to the middle. We're going to actually drive outside of Columbia a little bit and look at the surrounding countryside. So we're leaving Columbia and driving about 15 miles outside of the city to Hallsville, which is a little town outside of Columbia. So this is Hallsville, and Hallsville is a really typical town in our listenership in a way. They've had some cool initiatives. They've tried a farmer's market recently where they bring in produce from local farms. They recently opened a community rural health clinic. But Hallsville, like all these towns in our area, also faces a lot of challenges. And so it's a great place to actually get to know the people, get to know the town, and find some great stories here. We could really use some help telling those stories.
All right, we're gonna head back to Columbia now. We're approaching downtown Columbia right now, where you'll find our police department, libraries, restaurants, and just general nightlife. As a college town, you'll find that Columbia is pretty engaged. We have a pretty active listenership, and you'll find a lot of people are politically active in our community. This is Ragtag Cinema. It's they sponsor True False every year, in March of every year. And they also host a number of really cool documentaries.
KBIA has some of the most active listeners in the whole of the country. So it's considered to be a very successful station that way, but that's because of our community and their active engagement with politics, civic affairs, and that cuts across into their listenership at KBIA. So it's a challenge keeping this kind of community engaged and informed, but it's also a lot of fun.
All right, 15. The people who work here, pretty fun, kind of like our location, very quirky, I think, but in a good way. We have all kinds of personalities, but everyone gets along really well. And that's one of my favorite things here, actually, is that it's a good place to come to work, and the people make it that way.
And bringing it back to Columbia, here's a new audio postcard.
I think we have a lot of talented people. We look for talent, but the other thing that we look for is personality. And we're looking for personalities that seem like that they're going to get along with everybody and be fun to be around and be fun to talk to.
I think there's, an approach of people to really just do what needs to be done and maybe not get caught up in, what your individual area of expertise or focus is.
If someone comes here and wants to work with us, they're going to get exposed to some of the world's greatest journalists, again, reside in the School of Journalism, as well as all the great talent that we have at the radio station. I mean, it's just resources. And they have a great town to work in, too.
Should have asked